What's going on, guys? It's your boy JB, and welcome to the last episode of the Chris Sain 100K challenge. As you can see, it's Saturday, December 4th. Hope everybody had a phenomenal Thanksgiving and a phenomenal green week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. First up, before we tap in, just want to say thank you to Cheryl, to Melissa, to Selfmade, to Michael for rocking with your boy this whole entire time. It's been pretty crazy. And I've learned quite a bit, as you can imagine. So I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly of this whole entire challenge. And if you're a complete newbie, please pay attention because I don't want this happening to you. And also, I'm going to give you my next steps. And also, if I were to do this all over again, what would I do differently? So without further ado, let's just go over the results. And then we'll go into what to look out for. So I did not actually put in the amount of my portfolio ending in these weeks. I'll go ahead and show you now what I ended up at. So 12,022, 24. And going back to the tracker, on transactions, I actually dumped Future FinTech and AVPT. To be honest, I'm just trying to start over clean for this new year so I can just do the way that I want to do it, which I'll show you here in a second. But going back to deposits, whole entire journey ended up depositing 96.50. So that included initial amount of around 5,000 or so, I believe, and then I just started averaging in, as you can see, from the very beginning, 350, 200, 800, 850. So it just kind of trickled in. So average about 500 every 2 weeks or so. But I tracked everything, and also my transactions when I bought it and when I got out of it, or the dates and everything like that. So, but so what would I do differently if I was going to do this all over again? So if I were to do the Chris Sain challenge all over again, if you're a complete newbie, if you're a vet, you can ignore this. But make sure you do follow Chris Sain's rules that he gives out, the guidelines. I think it was a list of 10 to 15 different things. If I would have had that at the very beginning, it would have been cool. But I'm glad that he did release that, and please follow that. But I will add one little thing to that. So what I did notice going through my transactions was that whatever price target Chris gave out, if I would have did it 20% lower than that, I would have hit a 40 to 50% return on those plays. So moving forward, my plan of attack is going to be only buying on the dip. So in a 90-day scope of that stock, if it's not down 20% or more, I'm not even getting into it. I'm not going to bother with it. And it has to be a growth stock. So no more these high-risk plays of AVPT and Future FinTech, plays like that, because that's how I got burned and got stuck holding the bag. Now you can put your 10% trailing stop loss on that, but you're going to be you don't know what's going to happen with that stock because of how volatile that stock is. So if you use a good growth stock, which is my plan, and then it's been beaten down 20, 30, even 40%, especially right now, I'll get into it as opposed to getting to a play that I don't really know too much about the company. So again, that's my play, and then especially around December, May, and September, I'll be putting more money in those buys than waiting for the run up and then selling those in. Because another thing too, depending on when you buy your stock, if you're not paying attention, and especially if you don't put your trailing stop loss on, you're gonna get burned, and that's what happened to me. So when I first started this challenge, I bought, first of all, too high. And second of all, I didn't have my trailing stop loss on, so I was caught holding them back for months and months and months. So please put your trailing stop loss on if you don't plan on holding it for a long time. My next strategy is going to be using stock charts. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So this is stockcharts.com, charts and tools. And this method I'm going to be using for my options as well. Predefined scans, click on that. Bullish MACD crossover. Sort by volume. So for example, I will look at HP. All right. So right now you have the RSI, you have the MACD. One thing I'm going to add to this is to call the stochastic slow. Update. And what I'm just looking for is confirmation that it's going to be moving in a certain direction. But for example, a lot of people use RSI and they use 70 and 30. Going back through my transactions, that's kind of misleading. So I use the 50 indicator in the middle to determine the direction. So for example, if you were to wait till this peak, let's say this peak right here to hit 30, you would have missed out on buying this right at this point in time. So because it crosses 50, the MACD crosses, and then also the stochastic slow starts going down. So that's when I would have bought in and I would have sold at the top. That's the reason why I choose 50 as opposed to 70 and 30. Again, this is my way of finding options moving forward, calls and puts. And then also you can just look up different stocks. Let's say, for example, I want to buy, I don't know, ChargePoint. So right now I'm waiting for the MACD to cross over. I think it still has more pullback for ChargePoint, probably in the next 7 days or so. But I'm gonna wait till that goes down more, and then when the MACD crosses over, RSI is still heading out that direction, so it's still going down. MACD hasn't crossed over yet. Stochastic slow is heading that direction too. So I'll be waiting for that. Once it crosses over, when I have all 3 indications of that, then I'll buy a call option and run it back up. But great tool. Again, it's free. Stockcharts.com. Check it out if you want to. It's pretty sweet. And but yeah, this is my technique moving forward. Just double checking different things. A few plays that I have on my radar is going to be Zillow, Square, PayPal, actually ChargePoint. So I just sold that for a 40% return, a 45% return on that. So, but yeah, guys, that's really my approach moving forward. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. And but yeah, complete newbies, please do your due diligence, study, educate yourself on the stock market if you plan on getting in this. And I hope you guys watch every single episode of this going back. That way you don't make the same mistakes that I did. And I hope this provides a lot of value. You guys are amazing again. And Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays. And I'll probably be back in 8 months or so. I'm gonna try this technique and strategy. And if it does work, I'll come back and we'll do another challenge one more time. But it'll be a 20K challenge, it won't be a 100K challenge. We're gonna keep it real. So again, thank you guys so much. And I'll see you probably in 8 months. Peace.